That's his correction. They have to have them lined up and ready for you to go, okay?
They have to. Am I there looking at them?
No, just tell them.
And then Barbie Pavone Factor. That way, you know that your names are going to be called and you're ready to come up. Ms. Santos Gonzalez, you speak English?
Yes, Judge, she speaks English and Spanish.
All right. You're charged with aggravated battery. I find probable cause for the aggravated battery. And I find probable cause for battery on a correctional officer.
2 counts.
2 counts. I will hold you on the probation case. State as to bonds on the aggravated battery and battery on law enforcement officers.
Standard bond, Your Honor. That's what we would request.
Can you tell me what the standard bonds you claim are?
Hold on, let me look it up real fast.
Judge, standard bond for count 1, $7,500 for second-degree felonies. On counts 2 and 3, the standard bond's $5,000.
7,500, 5,000, 5,000. I'm signing a no contact order with
Get them up.
Maria Roja Mallorquin. Step in the back, please. Lauren Crescent.
Your Honor,
You don't have another case for her, F2516730?
Okay, hold on a second. Hold on a second. I'm getting a
Oh,
stereophonic.
that's an additional charge? I don't have that arrest form.
I don't have another charge for her either.
I see it on the calendar, but I don't see it as a charge that we're addressing. Is that going to be on the afternoon correction?
It's on the morning. I have it over here.
it's a write-in. It's F25-16730.
Okay, can we pass it so I can get the arrest form? Because I was not told this was a write-in.
Let me tell you what it is. Following the investigation for all the charges that we've handled, the defendant was arrested for aggravated battery. While she was being escorted to the patrol vehicle, they were trying to apply the leg restraints because of her state of combativeness. The defendant became aggressive and kicked Deputy Serna in the ribs area. She was then transported to the Gulliford Correctional Center. When she went to the Sally Port, and while outside the vehicle, she again became combative and kicked Deputy Serna, striking him in the right leg.
It's 2 counts, Your Honor.
2 counts for the same victim because they happened at different times. One of them, I think, when she was getting in the car, and one of them when he was taking her out.
Will you split one bond among the 2 counts, Judge? Do $2,500 each count?
I would not object.
$2,500 on each count. Lauren Crescent. Ms. Crescent, you're before the court charged with felony petty theft. I find probable cause. Counsel, is it a second-degree felony or a third-degree felony?
Should be
So-
3rd-degree felony, petty theft, 2 or more convictions, Judge.
That's what I thought.
That would be the better charge here, yes, Your Honor.
Your bond will be $2,500.
Judge, would you consider pretrial services as an alternate?
We'll say the state.
I will never object to pretrial services or TAP being all offered for people who need it.
Who do you live with, Miss Crescent?
Take care of my grandma and my 3 children.
It says here your permanent address is in Plantation.
Yes, sir.
How far is that from Miami?
Not far.
It's Broward County.
It's Broward County.
Does pretrial services reach
Except-
Broward County?
Yes.
Okay. I'll refer you to pretrial services with alternate bond of 2,500.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Peggy Oliveira.
She refused court, Your Honor. We need to reset it for tomorrow.
For PM.
For the PM, I'm sorry.
Pass it to my last session. Hallelujah. Victoria de Santiago. Ms. Santiago, you speak English?
Yes.
You're charged with grand theft, first degree, and organized fraud. Who do you live with?
It's me, my spouse, and my 3 children.
The total theft amount is $191,000 odd. You are to have no contact with Maria Villa. I'm signing a no contact order. Thanks, what's your bond recommendation?
I would ask for 15,000 across both counts, 7,500 each.
Your bond will be 7,500. Count 1 and count 2. Barbie Pavone Factor.
I believe there is a victim for this case in the chat asking to be promoted, or the wife of.
Do you have the ability to do so?
I don't, but Miss Corey usually does.
Sorry, what did you, I couldn't hear what you were saying.
There is somebody in the chat asking to be promoted who's irrelevant to the case that was just called.
What's the name?
The wife, Abigail Pavone Factor. The name is under Griselda on.
Oh, it's under Griselda.
This is not the victim. There's also the victim in the chat further up, Andres Son, under the name Andres in the chat.
Andres is rejoining.
They look like they're both in the room now, promoted.
Hello,
Hello, sir. Who are you?
Andres Son.
Mr. Son, where do you work?
I was employing Barbie at Spinning Wheels and Alignment in Homestead, Florida.
So,
It's
Miss Pavone was your employer?
employee.
Employee. Who else is here on Ms. Pavone's case?
My client's wife, Judge, is present.
How long did she work for you?
Exact date, I haven't looked at the records. I haven't been able to.
Not exact. Just give me a ballpark figure.
Not even a
week?
year. Not even a
Okay.
year.
Less than a year.
Yeah.
What injuries were caused to you?
The whole side of my face got caved in, broke the bone here. All my teeth are loose. My eye socket is broken. The whole cheekbone has been crushed and caved in. And I have to go to hospital for surgery. I'm just waiting for the operating room. It's supposed to go tonight.
Did she hit you with something other than her hand?
You know, it was just her hand, but I never saw it coming. We had a thing about a thing. She was rude to me. I told her to shut up. I turned around, and the next thing I know, I was on the floor. And when I got up, I noticed that she had hit me, and she threatened to hit me. Well, she did hit me again. We have video of the whole incident. I have cameras here. She hit me multiple times, and she was threatening me all the way out the door that she would beat me up because I told her to shut up.
I'm entering a no contact order. She is not to have any contact with you either directly or indirectly. State.
We would ask,
Go ahead.
we would ask for a $7,500 bond here, Judge.
Sir, can I say something else? This
Yes,
is
sir.
extensive. They're telling me I'm going to be 3 months on a liquid diet. My whole face is crushed and destroyed. I have bone fragments all over my face. He says I'm never going to have feeling in my face again.
That side.
All right. I don't think she should just walk away with a slap on the hand for this. I mean, I wanted her to go to court. I don't know what I got to
No,
do.
let me tell you. Today is just to set bond. It's not
Oh, okay.
the end of the case. The
Okay.
state attorney will be handling this case, and they will be the ones that will be filing the charges.
Thank you.
Okay, so I'm gonna set the bond at $7,500 with no contact. She's not to have any contact with you whatsoever, either her or through third parties. Good luck to you,
Thank you.
Mr. Son. I apologize for your injuries.
Thank you.
Bye-bye. Betty Rose?
She refused court, Your Honor. We need to reset it for the PM calendar.
Okay, let me ask the question. I'm asking out of ignorance, obviously, because this is my first week here. If I refuse to go to court, why should I pass the case? Or why should I expect somebody else to pass the case for me?
Sometimes they're not feeling well, Judge, and it might be that as an issue. They do get arrested. They're sitting in a lobby. It could be for hours and hours. It could be during the time they would normally sleep. There's no headrest. They're sitting in a regular chair. And maybe they got to a place where all of a sudden they could put their head down and they're absolutely exhausted. It could be that, Judge. It could be a medical issue that's going on with them. Sometimes if they have a mental health issue, we like to see if they have benefits so we can try to get them in an appropriate place instead of sitting here in the jail. If they have a serious mental health condition, if we can
Right.
some treatment. So those are different issues and why we might want to reset them instead of just going ahead and waiving their presence.
What I suggest is that corrections, instead of telling me they refuse to come to court, that they tell me they were unable to come to court. Because when I hear they refuse to come to court, that means an intentional act saying, I don't want to go to court, as opposed to the person is incapacitated or is sound asleep because of that situation that counsel has referred. If they refuse to come to court, they refuse to come to court, we'll set a bond, appoint the office of the public defender, and the office of the public defender will then make contact with them. If it's a mental health issue, again, if somebody tells me that, I will take the appropriate action. So I know that I'm only going to be here today and tomorrow, but I'm just suggesting that maybe the judges will benefit from getting that information.
Usually what Judge Glazer does that I've seen is she'll reset it once to the next, like from one day to the next day. But if they're not coming in by the afternoon of the second day, she'll do the PC and appoint the public defender and do exactly as you suggested.
So we'll pass Ms. Rose to this afternoon and hold our breath. Marjorie Rodriguez.
We need to pass her, Your Honor. She's in Yellow Raymond right now.
She is where?
Misdemeanor court.
Okay, we'll pass it to 2 p.m.
No, Your Honor, we're passing her. As soon as she comes back, we'll address her case.
Okay, we'll pass it temporarily.
Yes.
Maria Moreno. Ms. Moreno, you're charged with possession of cocaine. Do you speak English? Ms. Moreno, did you hear me?
The mic didn't connect.
Yes,
Do you speak English?
yes.
I find probable cause.
I would ask for pretrial services for Miss Moreno.
Ms. Moreno, who you live with?
Myself,
Where do you work?
I'm not working right now.
I'm going to refer you to pretrial services. Your alternate bond will be $1,500.
Okay.
Joanne Jackson. You're charged with tampering with an anti-theft device and attempted petty theft. I find probable cause.
So she's charged as an unauthorized alien, but they put on the arrest form that she's a U.S. citizen, so that appears to be an inappropriate enhancement. Should be a third.
I only find probable cause for the anti-theft tampering.
Okay.
Who do you live with, ma'am?
My mom.
Where do you work?
I don't have a job right now,
When's the last time you had a job?
like a year ago.
I would ask
You are
for-
to have no contact with Dick's Sporting Good on Biscayne Boulevard, 184th.
I would ask for pretrial services.
Your bond on the tampering will be $1,500, $500 on the attempted petty theft. I'll refer you to pretrial services. Those are alternate bonds. Eddie Strata. I have a notation here that Etley Estrada.
All right, let's talk about that. This hearing had a little bit of everything, from bond negotiations and probable cause determinations to a cameo from an understandably emotional victim calling in via Zoom. Judge Chris Martin, presiding for just a couple days, handled the docket with poise, curiosity, and a splash of rookie. You could tell he was new to the rotation, but that didn't stop him from engaging with the process or asking the right questions. His demeanor was thoughtful, and when something didn't sit right, like the language around defendants refusing to come to court, he didn't shy away from suggesting a better approach. That's a judge trying to improve the system, even in a temporary role. Now, the standout moment came during the bond hearing for Miss Barbie Pavone Factor. She's facing charges tied to a violent encounter at her workplace, and we got a direct testimony from the alleged victim, Mr. Andres' son. He described some serious injuries, a very graphic account, and emphasized he wasn't looking for vengeance. He just didn't want the case to be treated lightly. Judge Martin was respectful, gave Mr. Sun space to speak, and firmly issued a no-contact order along with the state's requested bond. It was a tough situation, but the judge struck a balance, assertive with the facts, compassionate to the victim, and clear that today was just about setting bond, determining guilt. Elsewhere on the docket, we saw a few defendants referred to pretrial services instead of sitting in jail for minor charges. One example was Miss Lauren Crescent, who lives with her grandma and kids in Broward. Judge Martin, after confirming pretrial covered that area, gave her a chance to get back home instead of spending more time behind bars. There was also a brief detour into legal nuance when attorneys clarified felony levels, 3rd degree, 2nd degree, you name it. It's always refreshing to see lawyers on both sides work together to keep things accurate and fair. And let's not forget the moment Judge Martin paused to learn how other judges, like Glazer, typically handle refusals to appear. It was a very human moment, reminding us that these judges are professionals. Sure, but they're also people trying to navigate a complicated system. All in all, the courtroom atmosphere was calm and efficient, with a few technical hiccups and a lot of names on the calendar. But Judge Martin kept things moving, asked good questions, and made some solid decisions while keeping fairness front and center. If you found this hearing insightful, consider subscribing, hitting the bell, and letting me know your thoughts in the comments below. I read every one.